Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the installation of the FSV2K. This is a fuel switching valve. K stands for kit, 2 meaning it switches between two fuel tanks. So this is a Duralast part. I was able to get this at Autozone. I think it was about $80. There are some other ways to get a hold of them, but this was the easiest for me because I bought it local and they had it in stock. So this is the installation of the FSV. We haven't finished the wiring yet, but this is a diesel application. It's using a Fass pump to pull through it, so there's no pressure on the back side of them. It's all suction. So this is the suction line that's pulling through the FSV. You'll see the lines going back to the tank. The lower set of lines is the main tank. The upper set of lines is the auxiliary tank. That's how the switch is set up to work. Now, you could potentially just switch the polarity on the switch itself to reverse these, or you can switch the lines around, either way you decide to do it. And the way I have it going is you have a feed to the engine, and then a return from the engine, feed from auxiliary tank, and then return to auxiliary tank, and then feed to main tank, and return to main tank. So 6 lines in total, and that's how this is laid out. When it comes to the wiring portion, you have A, B, C, D, and E. Now A is the fuel sending unit. This is the level sender signal from the tank, and then C is also the level sender signal from the tank, and then B is the one that goes to your cluster. So basically when you're switching between it, it's going to direct the current between these two, and then when you switch the other way, it'll direct the current between these two. The lower two, which is A, B, C, D, and E, these are your switching wires. So if you put power and ground to these, it'll switch one way. If you switch power and ground to these, it'll switch the other way. Now, of course, this is going to go up to the switch on the dashboard, and then the switch is just going to direct power and ground to these, depending on how it's wired up. Right? It's basically auxiliary, and then switch the polarity, and you've got your main tank. It's pretty straightforward installation, and it's a really cool piece. It looks overall to be pretty simple to install. We've already done a small test without wiring on it, and it seems to work out pretty well. I haven't figured out all the wiring for the fuel level sender yet, so I can't speak on that, but I'm going to work on that later. That won't be in this video, so good luck with that. Sorry I couldn't help you with that at this point, but looks to be a quality piece. You can hear it switch when I switch the polarity. Makes a little noise, and you can hear it switch back and forth. And this is safe for a diesel application. I believe it says not to run more than 60 psi through those. So if you had a fuel pump feeding the backside, this can handle some pressure, but not an excessive amount of pressure. I'll show you guys the instructions in case you bought it and can't find the instructions, and you can take a screenshot from this video. That's the connector. Where's the other one? There's some detailed instructions. Hopefully that's high definition enough. You guys can take a screenshot from this and use it if you need to. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and follow along for more how-tos and other forms of entertainment. Thank you.